Have you ever noticed how some people, at first so drawn to your strength, your light, your independence, suddenly begin to change? As if your presence starts to make them uncomfortable. You're not imagining things. To a narcissist, a strong person is both a trophy and a threat. In the beginning, they're fascinated, eager to soak in your energy, your confidence, your success. But the moment they realize they can't control you, the silent war begins. There are two main types of narcissists: the overt, arrogant, charming, self-important, and the covert, hiding behind victimhood, fake kindness, or quiet manipulation. Both share one truth: they cannot stand those who expose their inner weakness. In this video, you'll understand why your strength intimidates them, and how to protect yourself from those who envy what they can't possess. At first, it almost feels flattering, the way they look at you, with admiration, intensity, even awe. They're drawn to your confidence, your independence, your emotional depth. It feels like they see you, but what's really happening is something far more calculated. Narcissists are magnetized by strong individuals because you offer something they desperately lack: a sense of identity, stability, and power. Being near you, even just being associated with you, makes them feel more valuable by osmosis. Your achievements, your intelligence, your emotional presence, it all enhances their image, both to themselves and to others. To the outside world, they love being with someone who has it all together. It gives them credibility, admiration, and access to spaces they couldn't reach alone. Behind closed doors, your strength becomes a source of supply. They tap into your energy to fill their emotional void. But this attraction isn't based on love or respect. It's a transaction they never verbalize. They need you to reflect back a version of themselves they want to believe in. The problem? The moment you stop playing that role, the moment your strength stops serving them, everything changes. There's always a moment, quiet but unmistakable, when the mask slips. You'll feel it before you see it. A shift in their tone, a flicker of resentment in their eyes, a subtle withdrawal of affection. That's when they realize you won't bend. The very strength that once attracted them now becomes unbearable. Your ability to set boundaries, to say no, to think independently, it confronts them with a truth they've spent a lifetime avoiding. They are not in control. And worse, they never were. For overt narcissists, this moment often explodes in anger, criticism, or power games. They'll challenge your opinions, mock your values, or accuse you of being too much. Their charm turns to dominance, their admiration to condescension. Covert narcissists, on the other hand, take a quieter route. They play the victim. Suddenly, you're the selfish one. You're the one who's changed. They twist your strength into cruelty, your independence into abandonment. They want you to feel guilty for being yourself. This turning point isn't always obvious. It can unfold over weeks, months, even years. But pay attention. When they stop celebrating your light and start dimming it, when your growth no longer inspires them but threatens them, that's your signal. Not every admirer is an ally. Some are just waiting for the moment they can no longer use your power, and then they'll turn on it. Once a narcissist realizes they can't control you, they don't walk away quietly. They strategize. Because if they can't possess your strength, they'll try to poison it, in your eyes and in the eyes of others. It begins subtly. They might question your memory. Are you sure that's how it happened? Or cast doubt on your judgment. You're overreacting. These are not casual comments. They're weapons, seeds of self-doubt, carefully planted. Then comes the manipulation of your image. They may start telling others that you've changed, that you're unstable, cold, even abusive. This is known as the smear campaign. It isolates you. It damages your credibility, and it allows them to keep playing the victim while painting you as the aggressor. One of their most insidious tools? Using your past wounds against you. Maybe you opened up about a trauma, a mistake, a time of weakness. Later, when you assert yourself, They throw it back at you. No wonder no one stays with you, or this is just like what you did back then. It's emotional blackmail disguised as concern. What makes this cruelty so effective is that it often wears a smile. Covert narcissists, in particular, know how to appear calm and wounded while you're pushed to emotional exhaustion. You explode, and they look like the victim. And the most disturbing part, there's pleasure in it for them, a sense of power in seeing you question yourself, in making you feel smaller, just so they can feel bigger. If you've ever found yourself spiraling in doubt after standing your ground, it wasn't an accident. It was orchestration. But the antidote to manipulation is clarity. And that begins by recognizing the game and refusing to play it. Narcissists crave control, not connection. What they want isn't love, but dominance. And strong people? We don't hand over our power easily. That's the problem. Your emotional independence threatens them. You don't need their approval to feel whole. You don't crumble under pressure. You don't confuse manipulation with love, and that terrifies them. To a narcissist, relationships are about hierarchy. Someone has to be on top, and it better be them. But when you show up grounded, self-aware, and unafraid to walk away, the dynamic collapses. Their strategies, guilt, charm, intimidation, bounce off you. And without control, they feel exposed. You become a mirror, reflecting not admiration, but their own emptiness. Your strength makes their weaknesses visible. Your stability reveals their chaos. Your self-respect reminds them of everything they lack but pretend to have. That's why they don't just dislike strong people, they resent us. Because we don't play the role they wrote for us. We rewrite the story. We make choices. We walk away. And for someone who built their entire identity on illusion and performance, there's nothing more dangerous than someone who sees through it and refuses to shrink. Protecting yourself from a narcissist isn't about changing them. It's about choosing you. And that begins with one hard truth. You can't reason with someone who benefits from your confusion. The most powerful step you can take is distance. In many cases, that means reducing or cutting off all contact. Yes, it can feel extreme. Yes, they'll try to pull you back with guilt, promises, or chaos. But remember, every interaction is an opportunity for them to re-enter your mind. If no contact isn't possible, like in shared parenting or professional situations, then gray rock is your strategy. No emotion, no engagement, no fuel. You become uninteresting, unreadable, unreachable. But protection isn't just external, it's internal. Healing means reclaiming your sense of reality. Therapy, journaling, safe conversations with trusted people. These help rebuild what was distorted, set boundaries and stick to them. Narcissists test limits like children, only they're more persistent. Every just this once becomes a new rule they'll expect you to follow. Be clear, be firm, be ready to enforce consequences. Most importantly, give yourself grace. You were targeted because you have light depth empathy, qualities they crave but can't sustain. That doesn't make you weak. It means you're human. And your strength isn't in never falling. It's in standing back up with your truth intact. Healing takes time, but with every boundary you hold, every silence you choose, and every truth you reclaim, you step back into your power. When a narcissist sees that you're too strong to control, their admiration turns to opposition. Not because you did something wrong, but because you dared to stay rooted in who you are. They don't break you with fists. They chip away with doubt. They twist reality until you question your worth. But the truth is, your strength was never the problem. It was the mirror they couldn't bear to face. If this resonates with you, know this: you're not alone. So many carry invisible scars from these subtle battles. But healing is possible, clarity is power, and you can reclaim your story piece by piece. If you've experienced this, share your story in the comments. Your voice might be the one someone else needs to hear. And remember, real strength isn't loud or perfect. It's quiet, steady, and unwavering. especially when no one is watching. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and most importantly, join the conversation in the comments. Have you ever dealt with someone like this? What did you notice? And how did it affect you? Drop a comment, share your experience, and let's give this a name together. You're not alone in this, and your story might help someone else see the truth a little more clearly. Thanks again for being here. Take care of your mind, protect your peace, and keep choosing yourself.